everyone! I am here today with an updated capsule wardrobe video. It has been a long time since I've talked about Project 333 and my office capsule, but I have been posting Instagram photos every single day. Every single day I go into the office at least. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, I wanted to do a little video letting you guys know how I've changed the process for curating my office capsule. And then I'm also going to show you the entire 2017 winter capsule, all the pieces that made it into my capsule, how many times I wore them, and how I changed them up by pairing them differently or sometimes not. Sometimes I just repeated the entire outfit. So I will do a little voiceover segment following this introduction, and during the voiceover segment I'll show you all of the Instagram photos from this season's office capsule. The major change to the way I put together my office capsule is that I now do a more fluid capsule. So instead of picking all of the pieces up front when I'm starting the season, I will start wearing outfits and add in pieces as I'm going through the season. So when I'm feeling a little bit bored with the pieces in my rotation, I will add something else in, and that's usually enough to jazz up my collection a little and make me feel excited again about the pairings. I've been doing this for 3 seasons now, so 3 of my capsule wardrobes have been on this new fluid curation process, and I'm really enjoying it. It also takes away the planning portion at the beginning, which I was starting to find a little bit tedious because it was taking me a lot of time to mix and match the pieces to put together a really nice capsule wardrobe that I was happy with. And I found that as I was going through, I was changing out the pieces anyway, so I had invested all this time at the beginning that really was a little bit of a waste because I would end up swapping out pieces anyway. So I'm really happy with the way that I've been curating lately, but of course it means that the pieces that I add towards the end are not worn as much. When we go through the Instagram photos, you may see that some pieces I only wore once or twice, and some of them it was because I just didn't reach for them as much, but some of them it was because I added them later in the season. I've also been trying to accessorize more, and my goal in this case is to have one accessory that isn't part of my core accessory collection. My core right now are my earrings. These are the gold bar earrings that my husband bought me for Christmas. I also have my standard rings that I always wear and my Apple Watch. So in terms of accessories, I will add typically a necklace, but a lot of the time I accessorize with scarves, so I'm getting a ton of wear out of my scarves, which makes me very happy because I have a lot of scarves and I love them, but I just didn't tend to reach for them. I think that's all I wanted to say before we get into the Instagram photos. I will be back afterwards to chat a little bit. Since filming the intro for this video, I have gotten Invisalign, so I'll be speaking a little bit differently. I hope it's not too distracting. I'm going to start off by showing the 2 dresses I had in my winter capsule, the first one being this black dress from H&M. I only wore this twice, but it is one of my go-to dresses. The second dress, which happens to be one of my favorites, is this cashmere dress from All Saints, and it is so cozy. My husband bought this for me for our wool anniversary. Next, I had 3 skirts in this season's capsule, and here is the first one. This is my favorite skirt of all time, my black accordion skirt from Uniqlo, and I wore it 8 times. I love this pencil skirt, but I only wore it twice because it is extremely tight. It does not stretch at all. Even still, I do love it, so I'm going to hang on to it, but I wear it very infrequently. I came very close to decluttering this skirt, and I'm so glad I hung on to it. I wear it belted pretty much all the time now because it's a little bit loose in the waist, but the color is just fantastic, and I wore it 3 times in this season. Toronto winters can be quite cold, so I find myself in pants most of the time. This is actually one of the first years that I wore skirts and dresses in the winter. I had 5 pairs of pants in this season's capsule, and I wore them quite often. These ones here are from Uniqlo, and they are a charcoal color. They're actually a little bit loose, but I think they look the most flattering in photos. I ended up wearing these 3 times. These navy pants are also from Uniqlo, and I ended up wearing them 5 times. Navy blue is one of my favorite colors to wear now. I have the same Uniqlo pants in black, and I ended up wearing them 5 times as well. I love these pants because they have pockets and an elastic waistband, so they are super comfortable. These here are my beloved black skinnies from Target, and I ended up wearing these a whopping 9 times. I didn't realize I wore them this much, but these were my most worn pants in this season's capsule wardrobe. The last pair of pants in this season's capsule wardrobe were these gray skinnies from H&M. I almost didn't buy these, and they're not the most flattering because I gained a little weight in my saddlebags or my hips, but I love these. Moving on to tops, I wore this army green merino wool sweater 3 times. I only wore this chunky camel sweater 1 time because I ended up decluttering it. I get a lot of compliments on it and it's really warm and cozy, but it was looking a little bit worse for wear. It was just coming undone and getting pilled and such, so I decided to let it go. Cashmere is definitely a big part of my winter wardrobe now, and I wore a ton of cashmere sweaters. This camel colored one is from Lord & Taylor, and I wore it twice. I only wore this charcoal turtleneck once, but it is one of my favorites. I think I just forgot about it. I am always looking for an excuse to wear color in the winter, and I think berry is one of my favorite colors now to wear in the fall and winter seasons. This cashmere v-neck I almost returned, but I'm very happy that I ended up keeping it. I ended up wearing it 3 times. Same sweater in a different color. I love this blue-gray tone. It's just beautiful. I wore this sweater twice. A black cashmere turtleneck. Turtlenecks are such a staple in my wardrobe. I only wore this twice, but again, I think I forgot about it. This is an oatmeal turtleneck that I picked up from Zara not too long ago, and I wore it 6 times. I was surprised by how much I wore it and how much I love this sweater. My most worn top this season ended up being this black heat tech shirt from Uniqlo. It's quite warm and also a great layering piece, and I ended up wearing it 7 times. I wore this blue button-up shirt twice, but I'm finding the untucked shirt look quite messy, so I don't think I'll be wearing it this way anymore. From now on, I'm going to be tucking in all my button-ups. This floral top is actually a floral dress, mini dress, so I never wear it that way. I always wear it as a top, and I love the pop of color. I ended up wearing this shirt 3 times. This pink shell is one of my favorites. I love both the style and the color. I wore it 4 times. Here is the same top in navy blue, and I wore this twice. This is a cashmere sweater from Uniqlo, and while it's not my favorite, I'm glad I got a couple of wears out of it. I wore this button-up shirt a couple of times as well, and while I love the idea of it, I don't love the buttons. Another button-up shirt I wore a couple of times. This has little polka dots on it, and I really love this one, especially in the second look. One cardigan in this season's capsule, and it's this gray open front cardigan from Yes Style, which I love. I'm finding that I'm moving away from cardigans in the winter and gravitating more towards cashmere. I wore this cardigan 4 times, but I only have it in 3 of the photos because I ended up putting it on afterwards in the last photo. I'm not sure if I'm going to be continuing with cardigans in the next season. I'm really liking the look of a tailored blazer. It's just a little bit more polished and put together, so I may go that route instead. I wore this little cropped H&M black blazer 4 times in this season, but again, 1 time I put it on after the fact, so I only have 3 photos of me actually wearing it, but I did add it to the floral outfit. Last but certainly not least, here are the shoes that I wore this season. I had 3 pairs of shoes. These first pair are the black pointy toe heels from Aldo, and I ended up wearing these 18 times, which was my most frequently worn pair of shoes. These Sam Edelman ones I wore 15 times, and they have quickly become one of my favorite pairs of shoes in my entire collection. Finally, these heels are by Betsey Johnson, and they are very sky high, but they have a beautiful bow on them, and I got so many compliments. I wore these 14 times, so in terms of shoes, it was all pretty even. So that is it for my updated capsule wardrobe video. In this season, I ended up with a 30-piece office capsule. I only count my high heels, my bottoms, my tops, my dresses, and my cardigans or blazers. I don't count shoes I wear to and from work, like winter boots or rain boots. I also don't count my outerwear, so my parka or my thick wool jackets. It's basically only the items that I wear in the office except for tights, undergarments, and accessories. And the only reason I'm not counting accessories is because I'm experimenting with them, so I want to see what I wear and what I don't wear. It helps me to decide what to keep and what to declutter. A lot of you who watch my capsule wardrobe videos have also mentioned that you saw me in the minimalism documentary on Netflix. I think it's still on Netflix. I have to double check. But thank you guys for noticing and for reaching out and letting me know that you saw me. They did ask me for permission to include that clip. It's a very, very, very short clip, but I'm happy to be in it and I'm happy you guys saw it. So thank you for watching this video. I will put my Instagram link down below in case you want to follow along with my daily outfits. I'm gonna see how this video goes. Maybe I'll do a capsule summary and wrap up video every season. I'm not too sure yet. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you very soon with another video. Until then, please take care and bye for now.